All right, friends, Mr. Bramer here. Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to do a little tank cleaning. So if you sign up for, feeding the fish and you would like to clean the tank, it's really quite simple. And so follow these few instructions and we'll show you how to do it. If you could do that, that would be fantastic. Water quality is the #1 enemy and would be the biggest reason that we would lose the fish during the course of the year. So underfeeding is always better than overfeeding, and tank cleanliness is clutch. Pretty simple. So you're gonna see this orange Home Depot bucket over here. We like to use this little surfboard stool. Seth Brower made it for me years ago. Still works good. You don't need this. That's it for cleaning the sides of the tank. But basically, you got this little doohickey here, I call it, but it sticks on the edge of the bucket and basically just holds the hose. So it's pretty simple. You pull this out, this vacuum tube device, and you stick it in the water, but you want to make sure that the business end is in the bucket, right? Because once the vacuum starts, water will be coming out fast. So stick it down in there good. And then it's pretty simple. You're just gonna take this device and you just kind of pump. You pump a little bit and then you'll see that the water starts to flow down in the bucket nicely. That was the sturgeon feeding log, not to worry. And as long as you, it works on gravity, as long as you've got the water coming in up here and going down here, you have enough gravity to keep the suction going good. So then the biggest thing is what you want to do is use the little hole, the little tube, and typically this is where most of the stuff collects. There's not much in here today, but there's just a little bit of sturgeon poop, or shall we say decayed bloodworms. And so you just kind of go around and suck up that stuff on the bottom, and as you can see, there's pretty much, that's about it. And so pretty simple. And then when you get ready to be done, you just kind of break the vacuum seal here like this, right? No biggie. I kind of tip it all the way up in the air, let some of the water drip out, and then just so you don't end up with it on the floor, there'll be a little bit in the bucket. Pull this out, okay? And then one really major important thing to do is make sure that you shut the top, because sturgeon are jumpers, they can jump, and some schools have lost fish by them jumping out. Take your bucket and you walk over here to the sink. Okay, then you're dumping the water out. You want to dump kind of slow because it can splash. These aren't deep sinks. But the biggest thing is then just rinse the bucket once and just swirl it around, get all the funkies out of there. And then the biggest thing is you just kind of want to fill it up with about as much water as you took out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but kind of keep track of how much water that you put in there. Okay, so we're filling up the water here, and sometimes you can kind of use markings on the Home Depot bucket that can help you figure out how much water you took out. I didn't take out much because there wasn't much in there. Fresh little bucket of water back over to the sturgeon tank. Fish blast, living the dream. And now we basically take the rest of our water, make sure the tank top's open, and you want to just kind of slowly pour it in, not real fast because sometimes it can spill over, and trying to keep as much water off the floor as possible. Put the fresh water back in. So then you would feed the fish after you've cleaned the tank. So clean the tank first, and kind of what can be good is if you get the bloodworms on your way down, then let the bloodworms kind of thaw out while you're cleaning the tank. So once you do that, it takes 5 minutes or so, dump the bloodworms in, check to make sure that you shut the tank top, and then it's hasta lasagna. Don't get any on you. Thanks for coming, and thanks for doing such a great job taking care of our fish for us while we're on break or shut down or whatever it may be, vacation. So thanks again, and blast, and the 5th graders in Mr. Bramer's class appreciate you.